Hey y'all, happy Sunday and happy new year. I am looking forward to being in a brand new year and putting 2020 behind us and doing some new exploration and growth in 2021. I am super duper pumped that you guys are here with me and deciding to do this. I know gymnastics can be kind of an intimidating prospect, but we really are starting from the ground up, and we're going to go at our own pace, and we're going to ease into things and gradually increase our strength. So today, we will need just a little bit of equipment to start out with, because we do want to strengthen our wrists a little today without actually being on them too much at all. So I'm just asking if you have a pair of hand weights. I have a pair of 2.2 pounds that I might use. I also have a little 1 pound pair. If you don't have that, that's totally fine. If you have any canned goods, I'm kind of embarrassed to say when these are from, and they probably need to be thrown out and recycled after this, but they will work just as well. So I hope you guys are ready. Like I mentioned in the last video, we're going to start with about 5 minutes of choose your own cardio. So again, if you want that to be a shorter amount of time, if you really haven't been physically active at all, probably like most of us, do less time. If you want to go outside and run a mile and take a little longer with it, go ahead. However you want to get your body warmed up today. I think I'm going to do a little bit of jumping around, maybe a little bit of a dance party, maybe some like marching in place and stuff like that. And just for 5 minutes, I'll set a timer and just get my heart rate going. I'm going to encourage you to do the same, and then we will meet together. We're going to do some standing stretches, a really nice, easy inversion, just like a soft, gentle forward fold. And then we're going to go right down to the ground. We might work a little bit of our hollow and arch body shapes, which are super important for gymnastics, a little bit of core strength, and then that's where our weights or handy soup cans will come into place. And yeah, I'm super excited for you guys, ready to try this out. Get ready for cardio. Here we go. Phew. Okay, so now that we've warmed up, moved around, maybe had to use the restroom because we jumped a little too much, or got a drink of water, and now that the cutest dog ever is here with me, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna use my yoga mat. I think I posted. I got it from Aldi. There's a few left. It is $20, but super thick, long, soft, extra worth it. Carpeting should be fine. Whatever space you have accessible, just use your best judgment as to what's safe and what feels good. If you just want to lay a blanket down or a towel, that would work just as well. So make enough space for yourself. If anyone's doing this with you, make enough space for them. That's wonderful. And we're just going to start standing, do a little stretching, nice, easy inversions, and then take it down to the ground. So here we go, you guys. So we're just going to start. I'm going to keep my feet nice and wide today and give myself lots of space. Maybe roll out my ankles just a little bit. We're going to start to gain some flexibility and loosen our shoulders and our neck. I know that's an area that has a lot of tension. Shoulders, see, I sound like Rice Krispies today. You might too. And that's okay. This is just the beginning. This is just where we're starting. So we're going to start, and we're going to do just really small circles with our neck. So you're going to use your nose to draw a little circle. Make sure your toes are facing forward and your feet are grounded. You're going to grow your circles just a little bit bigger, nice and slow and easy. And next time you get to the top, you're going to stop and reverse directions. Start with a little bit bigger circles and then work a little bit smaller. Excellent. And when you're back to the center, we're going to switch our focus to our shoulders for a little bit here. So we're going to breathe in and squeeze our shoulders way up by our ears. And then roll them down our back as we breathe out. And do great big circles like that. Let's do 3 big ones. Squeeze them in up to your ears. And roll them down your back. Good. And one more really big. Squeeze them up high. And roll them back. Excellent. Let's reverse directions 3 times the other way too. Squeeze them up and relax them down. One more time. Squeeze those shoulders and relax. Awesome. My ankles, holy guacamole. This is great. This means I need to be doing this. So next I'm going to start with my right side. I'm a righty. Start wherever you please. I'm going to lean gently my right ear towards my right shoulder. I'm just going to take a couple breaths here, nice and easy and slow. Take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, try to release your shoulders down your back like we just practiced. Awesome. If that feels good, stay there. If you need a little more, take your hand over your opposite ear. You're just going to let gravity do the work and add a little extra to your stretch. Good. And swap sides. So just ear towards your shoulder first. Stay there for a few breaths. Let your shoulders relax. And if you'd like, bring that opposite hand right up over to your ear. Don't pull. Just let the weight of your hand and gravity do the work. Awesome. And come back. We're going to roll out our ankles just a little today. So I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer, maybe about hip width apart. That's going to be a really good base, a really good foundation for us, is keeping our feet hip width apart. And I'm just going to do little rolls to get my ankles warmed up, one direction and the other. Maybe I'll flip my foot if I can maintain my balance. Put a little pressure that way. Or if you really want to challenge yourself with balance today, maybe you can lift that foot and roll your ankle. Try to go both directions through a flex. If not, staying on the ground is perfect. You do you, whatever's comfortable today. And swap sides. Get those ankles all loosened up. Ready to go. Good. And if you'd like to balance on that side, give it a whirl. You're more than welcome to place a hand on a wall, the edge of the couch, wherever. And it's also okay if you fall. That's awesome. It means you tried something new. Very good. All right, I'm going to turn sideways, and I'm going to keep my feet back to about hip width apart here. And just going to take a deep breath in and do a great big stretch like you do in the morning. And really reach up tall. Try to stretch out your whole body. Stretch through your fingertips. Maybe you even want to go up on your tippy toes. See if you can hold your balance. Can you keep your core engaged, your back, your belly, your obliques, your booty? Squeeze everything. And when you're ready, we're going to keep our legs nice and wide, our knees soft and bent today, and we're just going to very slowly roll it all the way down as far as you can. Don't worry about reaching the ground. Doesn't matter. We're just getting our head low. We're getting used to a nice, easy inversion. Getting used to putting our heart over our head. If you can reach the ground, that's wonderful. Don't forget you can have a soft bend in your knees, a generous bend. We're just going to hang out here a couple breaths. Make sure your feet are in alignment. Feet are parallel, toes facing forward. See if maybe you can drop the weight of your head to the ground. You're just going to hang here just a little longer. It's like a rag doll, so you might cross your arms and really just hang. Good. And then we're going to reach our hands if they can reach the ground, great. If you can get palms down, wonderful. Wherever you feel a nice stretch, whatever feels good to you. And if they don't reach, fine. But we're going to walk our fingertips towards the right side and to the left. Good. Just a few more times through the center. to one side and back to the other. One last time. All the way over. Let your head relax. Keep those knees nice and soft. Very good. And back to the other side. Excellent. And then nice and slow, your chin will be last. We're going to roll up little by little all the way back to standing. Maybe take a deep breath in and relax your shoulders one more time. Good. And we're going to start to transition down to the ground. And we're just going to do a nice wide-legged stance. Toes are still facing forward if you can. And we're going to bend our knees, start to wake up in our legs, get some strength going. You can put hands on your hips for stability. You can come down whenever you need to. If you want to have your arms mirror your legs, goddess pose. Just 5 more seconds. Feel the burn. You got it. Good. And then we're going to stand all the way up. Nice straight legs or a soft knee bend, especially if you have any knee issues or knee pain. And we're just going to reach towards the floor. If your fingertips can touch, that's wonderful. If not, and you want to go back to our ragdoll, soft knee bend and hang there, that's perfect. If you can get palms, go ahead and try palms. Maybe you can widen your stance a little and start to work your head towards the ground. One more little inversion before we go down. And however you can get there, make your way to a seat. Just going to do a little seated, some stretches, and then a 1-minute strength challenge, and then we'll make our way all the way to the floor for the last little bit of our workout. So not too much left. You're doing amazing. You've totally got this. So we're going to start in our butterfly position. So bottoms of your feet together. And we're just going to start to open our hips just a little bit. If you want to put your hands on your feet, you can do that. If you want to massage your feet, you can go ahead and do that. That feels great. Sometimes if I'm not wearing socks, I like to see if I can sneak my fingers between my toes and do a little yoga stretch with my feet. Maybe roll out those ankles again. Or maybe you're going to fly your butterfly wings like I do with the kids. We usually think about what color we would be if we were a butterfly. It's safe to say it'd be a sparkly butterfly. I'm not sure what color today. But you can fly your butterfly wings. You can press your knees a little extra towards the ground. Or if you want another forward fold, you can bend forward, relax the weight of your head, nose towards your stinky little toes. Awesome. Very good. And roll up. And we're going to straighten one leg. I'm going to do right first again. You can choose your own adventure here. And one leg is out straight and the other is tucked, and my foot is resting against my inner thigh. We're just going to do a half straddle stretch today. So my right leg is out in a straddle, and it's just half because that left leg is still tucked in. And it's a perfect place to start. So we're going to try to sit up nice and tall. My shoulders, my hips, my chest are facing towards my leg that's out straight. And I'm just going to see you can keep a nice soft bend in that knee today and for the rest of our practice. Or we can start to work towards nice straight legs. That's up to you. But today, everyone do nice soft knees, a little bend. So face that forward leg, reach up nice and tall. And we're going to reach towards our foot. If you want to rest your hands on the ground, that's wonderful. If you can grab a shin, great. An ankle, a foot, wherever you can comfortably reach, wherever you have a nice stretch. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, try to relax the weight of your head down towards your knee. And sit up nice and tall. We'll just swap to the other side. So put your left or right, whichever one you didn't do yet, leg out straight. You're going to try to turn your hips and your shoulders towards that straight leg. We're going to stretch up nice and tall, make some length in our spine and our body, and let yourself fall forwards. Keep a nice soft bend in that leg. Kind of used to just cranking it and going right for perfectly straight legs and pointed toes, but that's not what we're here for. We're going to be gentle and soft on our body and get there in our own due time. So on your next breath, you're going to lengthen and exhale. Relax the weight of your head down towards your knee. Awesome. And we're going to lay down all the way to the ground now and finish our stretches. So we just did our half straddle, and we're going to start today with laying splits. So I'm going to lay right down on my back and get comfy, and I'm going to bring one knee to my chest. So you can grab your knee, you can clasp your hands and grab your shin, wherever you can get a good grip. Eventually we're going to work pulling our knee towards our nose. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm nowhere near that right now. I'm just going to reach till I feel a little bit of stretch. I'm going to try to keep my hips and my lower back on the ground. And we're just going to stretch here for a breath or two more. Maybe if you want a little added core work, you can lift your chin up, chin and shoulders. Start to feel your abdominals a little bit. And then relax your shoulders and your head. We're going to see if we can reach those toes towards the ceiling. Maybe this is already a great stretch for you. It's feeling pretty good to me. If you want a little bit more, maybe we can grab around our legs and pull that leg just a little bit closer. Someday maybe our goal will be knee to nose. But wherever you feel a stretch is perfect. Good. And we're going to swap. So send that leg out long. Bring the other knee in towards your chest. Grab it where you can. And pull towards your nose. Again, if you want the added core work, you can lift those shoulders. Try to get nose to knee. See if you can keep your breath soft. And relax your shoulders. Put that foot towards the sky. Maybe this side is different. That's okay. This is not my good side, not my favorite side. So I'm just going to do the best that I can. Good. One more big breath. And this time we are going to bring our first leg up to join our second leg. And we are going to have both feet towards the ceiling. It's totally okay to have that soft bend or maybe a big bend in your knees, wherever your body's comfortable today. But we're ideally eventually someday going for a pike position. So that's this position. We're kind of in an inverted pike. So that's when we're at a 90-degree angle with our hips. And then after this, we're going to reach our hands in the middle and let our legs fall to the side and practice our laying center split. My hips are cracking. They feel like they're stuck. That's okay. I'm really happy that the couch is in the way and that I can't go any further because I need that little cushion today. So we're not going to stay here long because it is a big stretch, just about 3 more seconds. And then use your hands to guide your knees back together. Maybe tuck and grab your knees, or if you want to cross your feet and grab the outsides of your feet, we're going to try to just rock ourselves a little to get up. If you want to skip that today, you can go sit up any way you want to, and we'll meet you on your booty. Okay, so for our next portion, we're going to try to do something every week. Maybe sometimes we'll repeat after a few weeks to see how we've improved, to track our progress. And sometimes we're going to try different challenges, but we're going to do a minute strength challenge. And today I'm going to give you a few options. Everybody's ground floor is kind of a different spot, so you can choose where you'd like to be today. Maybe if you have like a planner or a calendar and you want to mark down how you did, so you have a point of reference to compare for when we continue with this journey and become stronger. But so today your options, you're going to hold a tuck position as long as you can for a minute. So anytime you need to come down and take a break, that's great. Just do the best you can. So that's your first option, is your tuck position. I'll show you these. You can hold a hollow body position, or you can try tuck ups. So the tuck and the hollow body will both be holds. You're going to hold as long as you can. The tuck ups will be getting as many reps as you can. How many can you do in a minute? So what you're going to do for our tuck position. So right now I'm seated. I have my booty bones touching the floor. You can kind of move move your butt cheeks out of the way for that so you can really feel stable seated. And I'm kind of in a tuck already, but for the challenge, what I want to do is to see if you can lift your heels up off of the ground. And you're really going to engage your core muscles. So this is our core strength for today's challenge. And you're going to see if you can hold that. See if you can hold it the whole 60 seconds would be ideal. But anytime you need to come down, go ahead and come down. If you want to kind of alternate one foot and then the other as like a halfway, that's perfect. So that's your first option here is your tuck hold. See how many seconds you can hold this for. Challenge yourself. Go farther than you think you can go. The next option, harder option, is going to be to take that from your tuck and go all the way out to our hollow body position. So again, core muscles are really engaged. My heels are up off the ground. My shoulders are up off the ground. My lower back is really pressed firmly into the ground. So you can hold this as long as possible. You can try to hold that a whole minute. Again, you can come down. You can take a break whenever you need one. The last option is kind of a combination between the two poses. So you're going to go from a tuck position out to a hollow body position. So for this one, you're going for numbers. How many can you do in 60 seconds? You can take a break whenever you need to. So you're going to tuck all the way out to your hollow body position, back to your tuck. See if you can do it without using your hands. Hollow, keep that core engaged, to tuck. So tuck ups, as many as you can. Tuck hold or hollow hold are your options, all right? So you got 1 minute. See what you can do. Here we go. I'm going to maybe regret it, but I'm going to challenge myself. And I'm going to go for the tuck ups today. So I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. I'll see if I can remember how to put one on the screen. And here we go. 1 minute. Choose your adventure. Halfway, you got this. Good work. No matter what you did, maybe roll over. We'll do a little bit of a counter pose and stretch out our tummies in the opposite direction. It should feel really yummy. Super duper. All right, you guys are awesome. So our last part here, let me just grab my supplies so they're handy. So don't forget, if you don't have hand weights, soup cans, whatever can good is perfectly fine. Will totally work. So the last part here, we're all going to be laying on the floor. We're going to start on our belly a little bit to do that counter pose of the arch position to counteract the hollow we just did. We're going to roll onto our back, and then we're going to finish with our weights, whatever kind of weights you have. So get comfy on your tummy, on your yoga mat, on your blankie, whatever you have. You're going to lay right down. You're going to try to keep your elbows in tight by your body, hands just about level with your shoulders. We're going to do a few little cobra poses from yoga. So we're going to press into the tops of our feet. We're going to lift our shoulders and our chin and try to hold it. Squeeze those elbows in, shoulders down. For 3 more seconds, use those lower back muscles. Good, and down. Then we're going to do 2 more. Just little ones today. So we're going to press, pull those shoulders back, chin up. Good, and roll it down. On the last one, you can stay the same, or you can try to flip your hands so that you're not pressing too much with your hands. So 1 more little cobra. Good, and back down. Awesome, and we're going to roll right over. Almost done, guys. You're doing incredible. So I'm going to stay on my elbows for this one today. And we're going to start with leg lifts. And we're going to do 10 with our right leg, using our lower abdominal muscles, 10 with our left leg, and then 10, you decide. You can do both legs together or you can alternate. So we're just going to do nice little lifts. Pointed toes would be great if you'd like. It's really just a habit of mine. Use that core. And if you know me, if you ever did gymnastics in person, I really suck at counting, so I probably messed it up. So make sure you're always counting them. Anyway, switch sides. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, the last time you can alternate right and left, or you can do both together. Amazing work. Okay, last thing, and this is where your hand weights or soup cans come into handy. I'm going to lay on my back. I'm going to choose the 2.2 pounds. If you have 3 pounds, that might work. If you want to go up to 5, go ahead. I think about 2 pounds or your soup cans would be just about perfect. So I'm going to lay flat on my back. We're going to do reps of 10 with these. So the first set we're going to do, we're going to start with our weights on our thighs. We're going to go up to 90 degrees, slow and controlled, and then we're going to come back down to our thighs, slow and controlled. So don't hit the mats super hard on your legs. Try to keep this lower back pressed to the floor. Keep that core engaged. So you're going to do 10 times with your soup cans, with your weights, with whatever you got. Nice and slow, control. Good. At the end of your 10th one, stay there. So the next set, we're going to start here. We're going to go all the way overhead and back up. So we'll do 10 of those. So we start here, perpendicular, all the way down and back up. If you want to make it a little harder, don't quite touch the ground before you pull it back up. If your shoulders are tight like mine, maybe you'll widen your hands just a bit. Try to keep that core engaged, lower back on the ground. Good. And last one this way. We're going to start with our thighs, go all the way overhead, and then back to our thighs. Let's start with 5 of those today. I'm already feeling it a little in my elbows and my shoulders. So we're going to nice and slow and controlled all the way over top. That's 1. All the way back. 2. You got this. 3. 4, 5. Excellent. The last one with these weights, I'm with my 2.2. I'm going to switch to my 1 pounders for the very last thing we do. But the last one with these, I'm going to have my palms facing each other. Hold on to my weights nice and secure. Please don't drop them on yourself. We're going to go wide all the way out to the floor and then back in to meet at the top. Again, if you want it a little harder, don't touch on the ground and just come right back up. So that was 2. Let's do 5 more. Here we go. All the way out, slow and controlled. 1. Take your time, lower back to the floor. 2 more. There's 4. And 5. Excellent. Maybe you want to reach your weights in front of you and slowly pull yourself up. Use that core one more time. And here we go, our final closing thing today. We just did some shoulder opening and shoulder strength. And now we're going to do just a little bit of wrist strength too. So I'm going to grab my tiny little hand weights. Your soup cans are perfect for this too. And first we're just going to put arms out straight and we're going to do circles with our wrists. Can you hear how crunchy mine are? It's really like Rice Krispies. So I'm going to do 10 or so big circles one direction and then 10 the opposite. At first they're easy and then you're really going to start to feel the weight in your wrists. Maybe you want to do, let's do 5 times pulling them back towards our face and flat. Pull back, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let's try the opposite direction, the counter pull, which pulls them down to the ground. Back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. The last thing, I haven't tried this yet, so let's see if it works. We're going to see if we can spell our names with our weights. So you can do your first name only, you can do your first and last, or you can do your whole name. Depends how much practice you want to get in today, how strong you want to make those wrists. Don't hurt yourself though. Maybe you want to try a few letters turning the opposite orientation. But yeah, spell your name. See how it goes. Almost there. I might as well go all the way. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that was a nice, easy introduction, and you're excited to continue on this journey with me into grown-up gymnastics. I hope you have a wonderful week. Maybe we'll see you on Wednesday to do some wall work. Take care, you guys. Stay safe.